top, what type of mask are you going to recommend?
Oh, that helps.
Guys, oily skin. Which type of mask?
That's one that's good for oily skin.
Yeah, which one is good for oily skin? Yes.
It's the
Clay.
Clays. Like I said earlier, the charcoal mask. A lot of people are going to those.
Those charcoal peel masks look wide.
I have watched so many funny videos. I've never heard anybody do a charcoal mask peel and
Where it actually
works.
correctly.
No.
Well, you're only supposed to do it on the spots where it's like the parts where you're pulling one.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people wanted to do it to see how it actually worked when it first came out. And it was like all these horrible videos of it just like staying attached to the skin.
I like the one of the girl where she like have to do it all like straight up bloody murder.
I haven't. I think it's all that one.
The charcoal mask that pulls out. There's one piece that you can put on and the new Pro Wax.
It doesn't attach itself to the skin, so it doesn't.
Are you talking about a hard wax?
Probably.
So hard waxes aren't new. It's just something that,
Well, it's
given time.
It's just popular now.
No, given like the time that you have in cosmetology school, it's very hard to teach both of them because the application and the removals are different. There's thin film hard wax. There's hard wax that you build up, and there's hard wax for all different types of hair and everything. But your hard wax, the idea of all the hard waxes is just to attach the hair and not to the skin to exfoliate. So like when you're doing a Brazilian, you don't really want to exfoliate down there. Like, so hard wax is where you recommend.
Like, Kelsey's like,
Kelsey was one of my models for me when I first learned how to wax. Her and her mom, thank goodness.
Waxing legs is the best thing ever.
Yes.
Legs.
imagine you'd want to use
Because I took aesthetics
doesn't
because I
hurt.
like to make soap and lotion, but I wanted more kind of the credibility. And then I get into it and I'm like, oh, I love waxing, but I'm still nervous. So luckily Kelsey and her mom like volunteered for me to practice on them because they kind of got me over that fear. Like, it's normal to have fear in a new profession of where you feel uncomfortable about stuff. So if you do have friends that will volunteer, you cannot charge because you're not in a licensed salon. But if you have friends who are more than willing to let you practice, that is great. That's going to give you a little bit more experience. And it kind of, those butterflies you get when a client comes in, they disappear.
Everyone's first.
I mean, I'm not going to lie. My very first client as an aesthetic student, and with aesthetics, I have 75 hours of training, and then I'm allowed to work on clientele. So in that few short hours, which is really like maybe 3 weeks, you know, we got to have as much crammed into us as possible before we start working on clients. My first service was a Brazilian waxing. My first service ever on a client.
my word.
I'm in tears. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'm in tears because I'm like, okay, like really? I mean, and my teacher was there. Like, our teacher did not ever leave us during that service, especially as your first service. And I'm not gonna lie, I was in tears because I'm just nervous. That is something that I have never experienced at this moment in time. And it's kind of something you work through. You're going to have butterflies no matter what stage you are in life. Like I said earlier, I learned how to do chemical peels last week. I was nervous. I was petrified by going into that class. It's just part of it. You got to continue learning and don't be afraid to have those butterflies. Where you're going to do yourself a lot of disjustice, I should say, is to stop your education when you leave here. Before kind of the social media stage, everything they were doing on California, it took 7 years to get over here. It still takes a good time period, but they were doing ombres way before we ever started doing them, like a couple years. So it takes that time to kind of progress over. So if we can keep up with our education and what they're doing over there in California, then you'll know how to do that stuff before it ever gets here. Like the pastel colors. I mean, my sister-in-law had a full book, and I'm like, hey, can you do some pastel colors, and she's like, I don't know what I'm doing. Like, I've never used them. But things are going to change every single day. So, look online for different ways. If there's something you don't understand, ask questions. Don't just play it off like, oh, I know how to do this. Just because this is what I do at home. Not to say it's wrong, but it may not be the correct way to do it. There could be a better way. I saw this thing with, and I'm still learning. So I'm watching a video last night. This lady's promoting her top of wax.